Welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series Division E matchup. On the left-hand side, we are going to be looking at the crew of, and I've got the whole name here, Meme 1, Meme 1, a Yavapai County Municipal Youth Chess Club and Swim Team story versus Out of Pocket. And you know what? Shout out to Out of Pocket for having an easy name to say. So we got Swim versus Out of Pocket. Swim's going to be having a Johanna, Tassadar, Sergeant Hammer, Junkrat, Anduin. Over on the side of Out of Pocket, it is your Artanis, Brightwing, Nazeebo, Vala, and May. Now, level 1 for Vala is going to be Fire at Will, the W stackage. And the question I posed to all of you is, how many W stacks will she have by the end of the game? 100 or more, 99 or less. And as I said, if you know the results, you're welcome to gamble. Just don't spoil it. And if you would like to gamble, and you're not following the channel, be sure to follow, because it gets you a chunk of channel points, and you get another streamer in your repertoire. As we do stream 6 days a week, and we average a good chunk of hours. Swap from Artanis is going to be a mistake, as it is on a Iron Skin Johanna. Just going to pull him out of position, but he's not going to be punished too hard for it. Phase shift from Vala, from Brightwing onto Vala, as she still hasn't taken a level 1, which is making this gamble very awkward. Spoiler, Dr. Evil and Austin Powers are played by the same actor. I really wish I had mods that actually came to my stream so we could get a timeout on Forget What. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this work all on my own. Hold on one second, Forget What. I can't believe you come to the stream and spoil such a ridiculously true fact. Take that. Is there a particular observer you use? My Aliobs is broken in HOTS and I couldn't find a new one. The current observer I use is Aliobs 7.5. And if you would like, I can give you the file. You just DM me on Discord, and I can literally give you the file after this game. Hey, Lard, what's up, bud? Good to see you. Vala does take her level 1, and... Ahoy, ahoy. So, Vala does have that Fire at Will. It is an uncapped quest. You just get the double or the extra jump in damage at that 20 mark, but as I mentioned, we got that gamble still going for a while now on how many stacks she'll have by the end of the game. Absolutely non-champion. Glad to help. Glad to help. Okay, so First Blood did go over to the side of Yavapai. They took down, was it the Artanis, I'm assuming? Yes, Artanis was taken down. Sparhawk and Shan will be able to finish out this camp in the bottom lane. Orc and Beans will clear out Siege Camp before it gets much value in lane. May is also down there to soak up a bit. Vala and Nazeebo in mid doing some double stack, double soak. And the Johanna, or the May, excuse me, gets blasted back by the concussion mine of Junkrat. Level 4 is already here, quicker for the side of Swim, as they've made quicker rotations, and that extra kill, or that early game kill, has yielded a little bit of experience for them. 36 out of 50 for Swim, 28 out of 50 for our out-of-pocket crew. And as I mentioned, double soaks do continue through lanes. We got the electric fence with our Tassadar, full spider build for Nazeebo. Concussion Mine once again is moving May around, but she pops the Cryo Freeze, tanks up, or well, tanks some damage, but also heals up a little bit from that. Big thing is the Arsenal for the Vala. If you ever mistakenly take anything but Arsenal at level 4, especially in an ARAM, you are going to be mono-starved. Like, W build without Arsenal at 4, it's just, it feels so bad. At least in an ARAM. I actually don't know about in regular play, but either way, if you're taking W at 1, it kind of makes sense to take W at 4, just more range, grenades, and the mana refund. The mana refund is the big one. Artanis, Tassadar, Hammer, I already love this match. Yeah, I was skimming around matches, and I was like, oh, we can do Division A as we always do. And then I was jumping around, I was like, oh, there's a Yavapai game, and I remembered Out of Pocket being a fun team to cast. So I took a look at the map 1, and I was like, okay, there's a lot of fun heroes in this map number 1. Let's start out the day with a good time. Hope you're doing well, by the way, Lard. Thanks for coming through. Hammer getting chopped up a little bit by Artanis. We got a little PVT in bottom lane. God, I do have to say, this Sergeant Hammer skin's absolutely fantastic. The way she hops out of the top moonroof. Sunroof? Moonroof? Same difference? I'm not sure. Turn in, though, is available for both sides. Neither team has got there has not been a Webweaver summon yet. I'm just waiting to see who's going to summon it first. And what kind of siege value they can get. I mean, typically with a Tassadar, Junkrat, and Hammer, there's a lot of that backline siege that can be done with Johanna anchoring forward, as well as you have like Chastise to zone people, concussion mines, force walls. There's so much utility for the side of Yavapai on the left-hand side. Hammer going for the turn in here, only 12 though, puts it 42 out of 50. Mid lane will be cleared out. 10 talent here on the horizon, so we do what we always do. We're going to cycle through those other numbers. Get an idea of what the damage healing experience is looking like. Orkin Beans gets a turn. It's 41 to 42. It's really, really close when it comes to our turn-in right now, so I had to tab out there for a second. Great One gets the turn-in. Brightwing summons the Webweavers for the side of Out of Pocket. So how much siege value they can get? We talked about the siege value from the members of Yavapai. You have this Nazebo. Nazebo fantastic for siege. Vala's got some great poke potential with her W build that she's been scaling. Otherwise, I mean, Artanis does fine on his own as well. May, I actually don't know what she went into. She could have gone Slush Ball, which is great for pushing in with these Webweavers. We'll have to take a look and see when we get back to talents, or what happens if she throws a snowball at the structures. Because what, it's like a 3 or 4 second shutdown on structures, which is not bad. It is, actually, yeah, because you can see that sort of frost on the building there for I think it was 2 or 3 seconds. Nicely done. Mid lane being opened up. Vala working on top, but that is a top lane Webweaver that's already been taken down. Bottom lane, Brightwing and Artanis are doing their best down there. More W build action from the Vala, as she did pick up 18 stacks so far, and Slush Ball is 3 seconds of shutdown on structures. Hammer doing their best to supply some artillery into this bottom lane wave. Junkrat pokes down here as well. Orkin Beans is got some room. Oh, the force wall from Tassadar not working out too well right there for Shan. Tassadar pokes out into the bottom lane wave. But the big thing to note is going to be double or back-to-back turn-in availability is here for Swim. Just about. As they only need to turn in, what, 8? And they've got 51 in the bank, so the assumption is that they would be able to turn in, and then with that siege be able to get another turn in. Of course, if they lose a bunch of members, then that'll be a lot of lost gems and no double back-to-back turn in. But the 10s are here. It's a Rocket Ride Junkrat. Hello? Wait, Light Bomb? Rocket Ride Light Bomb? Is this a thing? It's Bless Shield Johanna. Black Hole Tassadar, Napalm Strike for our Hammer on the opposing side. Purifier Beam, Orkin Beans will be the one purified though, and that's a good 10 gems dropped. May goes in with the icing and is able to pick up 5. Tassadar almost taking her down. Zombie Wall plus the Ravenous Spirit from Vates is finding great value, but now Hammer is going in deep and gets those autos in. Shan drops down to 6 HP, but the damage over time from Nazebo was enough to get the counter kill. It's still 2 for 1 favoring the side of Yavapai. Strafe for the Vala, or Spinny Shooty Shot as we also like to call it. We got the Big Slappy Ghost, or Ravenous Spirit, Purifier Beam, Blink Heal, and the Avalanche. Alright, so Blue Webweaver turn-in is going to be here, and as I mentioned, we have 43 on Johanna. God dang, she holds most of the turn-in for that secondary. Yes, sir, baiting the trap towards the minion wave. Junkrat still poking out here and there, and this fall's getting a little bit low. Like 1,000 and some HP, I believe. Oh, no, sorry, it was like 600 HP, sorry, I thought those ticks were 500 each, which would be insane, actually, now that you think about it. She has the jump in damage. She's currently at 24 stacks. They shift on to Vala as the shield glare from Johanna will connect. Some hungering arrows thrown back, and they won't find much to chomp on. Concussion Mine splits the Vala away from this top lane, which the Webweaver up here is really healthy. And Johanna smacking her way through this fort. As I mentioned, she's got the vast majority of the back-to-back turn-in here. 49 gems. Our favorite ultis, Spinny Shooty Shot and Big Slappy Ghost. Don't forget about Sky Suplex. Don't forget about our Imperious Sky Suplex. These are all just heroics that I forgot the name in the moment, so I just made up a new one. I mean, Spinny Shooty Shot really rolls off the tongue, though, doesn't it? Brightwing with 1 delay. Johanna steps up. This is looking like a delayed turn-in for the time being, but also a fight to break out in bottom lane. Bless Shield going out from the Johanna, and she does set up the kill for Hammer on that Brightwing. Sparhawk is able to drop an electric fence and back away. Riptire from the Junkrat. Sorry, Rocket Ride. Orc and Beans. Oh, I thought they were going to Blade Dash right back into the total mayhem, but no, not the case. Vala does go down as well. It's a double kill to the side of Swim, who are not going to get back-to-back turn-in. May was able to sneak the last few gems, and that creates enough buffer or enough room for waves to be pushed out. Vala and Brightwing to respawn. Brightwing, does she have phase shift? She does, so she can get back into this fight a little bit faster, but the bottom lane support is being hammered down by, you guessed it, Sergeant Hammer. There is Diablo Pain Circles. That's not bad. I like that. It's a lot of gems on Johanna. Well, it's about to be 8 gems dropped by Sergeant Hammer right there. Yeah, Johanna with 64 gems. That's a lot of cookies. Attempted kill in Vala in top lane. Bless Shield is up and available. We'll buy a second or two for the allies to close the distance. But I don't think they can... Yeah, I don't think they can get that kill. Maybe if, like, sub done. Maybe if Johanna had sub done. Also, Junkrat may have been able to use a... No, I think he actually just put it out right there. I was going to say he could have used a Concussion Mine to close the distance on Vala faster, but actually doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Alright. So our Junkrat, or excuse me, our Nazeebo's able to back away with the rest of the allies. Vala's still pushing up the top lane. Oh boy, I mean, Johanna has 70 gems currently. Trying to get the 100 gem mount. Tassadar blue black balls. I mean, I think we call Tassadar the toilet bowl. Because it looks like a giant toilet bowl. Alright. Vala's able to vault away. No closing of distance onto her. Meanwhile, over in mid lane. Alright, really quickly again. 36, 46, 50. No, yeah, they have enough for like another turn-in after this, I think. Do believe there's enough for another turn-in. Let's see what Yavapai are able to do here. Bottom lane has Siege Giants. Vala and someone in top, Nazeebo, are going to be managing that. 124 stacks currently on Nazeebo's Vile Infection, so he's working his way pretty well through all that. No 16 talents here for the side of Out of Pocket as the Light Bomb goes out, but it's going to be denied by an Avalanche of May. That's a 1-second stun as that's 2 people consumed. 0.5 seconds per consumption of heroes. We got more multi-shots coming out for Vala. She pops the strafe, trying to get some spinny shooty shot value. Unfortunately, Steel Trap will connect onto her. Brightwing goes in to save the day, but she's actually going to take a Bless Shield to the face. I was a Fairy Dragon until I took a Bless Shield to the face. God dang, that was a lot of damage. As Orc and Beans is going to get punished for trying to Blade Dash in. It's a quick triple kill over to the side of Swim, who are able to use a Concussion Mine to deny the damage or the counter kills from Vates with that Ravenous Spirit. Still 16 talents here advantage. Webweaver phase has ended. There's still a massive wave up against Swim in this bottom lane, but it seems like they want to confirm the keep. Does seem like they want to prioritize this keep, get consistent catapult pressure in mid lane. May pops the Cryo Freeze. It's not enough. More gems to be dropped, and I don't know if Yes Sir can get here in time. No! Just out of grasp. Just out of grasp. The gems do disappear. Polymorph onto Johanna, but she's able to pop the Iron Skin at the end. Still, bottom lane wave gets pushed in, but as I mentioned, I mean, it's back-to-back turn-ins, and the vast majority is on that Johanna. Who else needs to turn in? Junkrat, probably? Yeah, Junkrat and Johanna. I would say they could tap boss, but it does feel a little throw pity. Granted, May is still dead for the next 10 seconds. So it is offset fight. Speaking of fight, top lane, Bless Shield's available. She won't pop it to close the distance. Have we seen a Black Hole from Tassadar? I feel like I haven't seen one cast yet. I probably missed it. Alright, Hammer opens up the sidewall. Zebo trying to throw some spiders out. 146 Vile Infection stacks. The Web Weaver in top lane descending fairly far down the lane. Just about everything's off cooldown. Purifier Beam targeting Hammer. Alright. Tassadar activates a Shadow Walk 13. Light Bomb from Anduin. Johanna close to the distance, able to lock down this Tassadar, or the Artanis, sorry. And he will be out for the next 40 seconds. Webweaver in the top lane looking pretty good to open up this map a little bit further. And that's Vala going down. Gems to be dropped. Great one looking to get out of here. Blinks over to Vates. May with some slush balls thrown out. That's a nice slappy ghost. Riptire from Junkrat is going to dissuade Vates from continuing that. And Ice Block. No, Ice Block available? Wow, it must have been used. No, it was available. That's very weird. Right wing gets the blink heal. The Webweaver in top has taken down the keep. The Webweaver in bottom is pushed onto the fort, mind you, so that's going to be another structure falling. Nazebo goes down before he can get into the Hall of Storms in time. And Hammer and crew have knocked down the shielding. Hammer gets swapped in by Artanis. He's looking for some more Twin Blade value. And seems like they won't end here. Johanna getting swapped out of position. Gets the Iron Skin again. Orc and Beans might have bit off more than they can chew here, but it seems there's still no counter or no turnaround from the side of Swim. All right. Boss to go to top lane could be a game-ending play. May scout things out. 20 talent tier deficit, though. It's 20 to 18 right now. Sparhawk a little low on this Tassadar, but I don't think there's going to be an invade with Johanna anchoring so close over here, or down over here. Subdue gets the slow, another shield glare to try and get some extra damage. The Anduin is, or excuse me, the Avalanche is going to displace Junkrat for a moment. Brightwing some more blink heals, trying to buff up this health bar of May. Multi-shot stackage at 52 currently, but I think there might not be much more stackage to be had. Light Bomb goes out under the Artanis. A very low May is chunked by Hammer. Artanis picked off as well by the Anduin. Boss has arrived at core. The shielding is back from earlier. Johanna gets the indestructible triggered at the last second. Well, it automatically does that, but Nazebo damage over time will be enough. Looks like a few friends will pick up those gems, but I don't think it's necessary. Another kill into Vala, and this is going to be map number 1 in our first best of 3 of the day, going over to the side of Yavapai. GG, well played. Nicely done. Uh, 99 or less. We got 99 or less. Alright. Back over to Bandit Nye. And let's get set up for our next map. So you know the dealio. You know the deal. Does Corsair do monitors? Yes, they do, but I would hold off on purchasing anything from Corsair because I had a meeting with them today, and I have a new contract, which is all good news for us. All of us. Bandit, me, you guys, because I get to do more things. They're changing up how we're approaching a couple things. So, yes, they do. I actually use a Corsair monitor. I got it at the beginning of this year, and I love it. They have, it's a 1440 monitor with like 200, what is it? Like the 255 hertz refresh rate or whatever. It's awesome. It's awesome. I've never, like, it took me a while to get used to it, though, because I was using a curved monitor, and I, no joke, thought that this monitor was convex. Like, I thought it was coming, it almost, like, the top and bottom were actually seemingly, like, fisheyed. It was so weird. It took me a week to get used to it, because I was using a curved monitor as my main for so long. I had Googled it, too, and I was like, why do I see, like, is there a setting in this monitor? And it was like, there was like a Reddit post about monitors or PC or whatever. And someone was like, yeah, I literally just made the swap and I just keep seeing this. And a bunch of people were like, yeah, it's very common, it's eye things and blah, blah, blah. What's up, Skullfy? Good to see you. But yes, Corsair does do monitors. I use one of them. I personally love it. It's really, 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 really nice. I believe I tweeted out when I got that monitor, too. I think I put it in Discord. That's the headset. That's Pain. That's Pizza. That's Squirtle. That's Bandit. That's Pain. That's Beard. That's Lord of the Rings. That's Bandit. That's Breakfast. Did I not post it in Discord? I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't post it in Discord. Hey, what's up, Bobby-san? Thank you so much for the redemption. I will get to that when I get it. You have no audio, but get the puppy some lovin'. Okay. It is going to be delayed, though. There is going to be a delay on that redemption. It will be delayed because I don't want to get out of my chair right now. I also think I'm getting sick today. I really, like, I'm, like... I feel like I'm on the precipice of getting sick, and I really, really don't want to. Like, between lower spine injury, I don't want to have a cold on top of it, but, man, I have a gut feeling I don't get a choice in this matter. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I really, like, I woke up today and I just was not feeling too hot, so... I'd be fine with a cold if I didn't have to also deal with a lower spine injury. I'd be fine having a cold if I wasn't also having that. Like, you know, give me one or the other. Give me one or the other. Don't give me both. Please, don't give me both. I don't think I can mentally do a cold and this injury at the same time. I just don't think I can mentally handle it. Like, I think it would just break me. Alright, well, my mental sanity aside, let's get into another game. Okay, that should be it. Ugh. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, great one. So tired today from not my illness or anything, but Mocha has the poops and it woke me up every 30 to 90 minutes last night to go outside. Oh, I've slept from like 10 p.m. I slept from like 10 p.m. till about 3 a.m. And then I know I just laid in bed until about 6, and then my alarm went off, and I was like, cool, time to get up and do an early morning meeting. Because my Corsair manager lives in the UK, so I was like, hey, sorry, I'm like, I don't sound the best, I'm not feeling too good today, and he's like, oh, sorry, like, what time is it for you? I was like, it's 7:30. He's like, oh, I'm really sorry, because when I was scheduling my meeting with my new Corsair rep, I was looking at all the time frames, like one of the times was like 2 a.m. my time, and I was like, oh, okay. Which I don't mind having a rep that works in the UK. I don't mind that time difference at all. That's not gonna affect us. I mean, I don't think I would be sober. I think I would be continuing, like, I'd like go to the bar and then come home for the meeting. But no, my new Corsair rep, he's super nice. He's super awesome. They're changing up how they're doing a few things. We're getting, like, I'm getting... He said it's, like, not 100% promised, but he definitely was like, hey, like, we've got some kickbacks that we'd like to give to you. We just have to go through paperwork and etc. So, once I get my new contract and everything, I will let you all know when it's a good time to start buying stuff. You're 6 since the weekend, finally getting out of it. Hope you beat it. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of tea, a lot of fluids today. A lot of fluids. And beer is a fluid. My parents went to... So last night, like, obviously yesterday I was not doing good when it came to, like, my soreness and stuff. Sorry, I should have got this game going. I apologize. I'm kind of all over the place today. So last night my parents went... we were going to go get Mexican food after stream. We were gonna go get Mexican. We were gonna go to this Tex-Mex place after I finished streaming. After I went to PT and stuff, and I came back from PT and I wasn't doing. Usually I'm a little bit better after PT because of like some of the TENS machine that we get to use and the icing, but it was like I came back from PT and I was still just not doing too well. So I was like, hey, I'm not in a good place right now. I don't think I should be going to a restaurant and sitting. I don't think I should be walking around downtown. South Lake Tahoe and stuff. I think I should just lay on the floor and get some chores done. So that's what I did, and they brought back some of, like, they had leftovers from their quesadilla. So I ate those because I was making a BLT and I was like, oh, this is also food. So I ate that too. And I think there was like something wrong with it because I woke up today and I was like nauseous. I'm not feeling too good today. So I'm fingers crossed it's not a cold. I'll take like a little 24-hour, food bug. But I really don't want to, I don't want a cold. I really don't want to deal with that. All right, that's all done. I am just about ready, sorry. One last thing to do, and then we will get going, and it's going to be a Q build Vala. So, we'll do another Vala stackage. How many Q stacks for Vala? We will say 50 or more, 49 or less. Why not? Start prediction, let's get into the game. If the food was dodgy, methinks you might be, you'd be trapped on the toilet. Well, Lionheart, let's talk about poop as we get into Heroes of the Storm. Nexus Division matchup for here in Division E. We've got Swim on the left-hand side, up in this best of 3 with a Mei, Vala, Samuro, Artanis, and Tyrande. On the right, it is Out of Pocket, and it is going... Sorry, Poop of the Storm. It's going to be a Johanna, Tychus, Raynor, Brightwing, Rexar, and Misha. I will say this, I have other digestive issues, so here's the thing. If it was food poisoning, I'm very used to nausea, and I'm used to just dealing with nausea. So, I've had food poisoning, and I've streamed. And then I finish stream, and I'm like, I feel horrible. But I can muster enough during the stream. So I will say this, like, I don't think this is a brag by any means. It's not a fun brag if it is. But I've dealt with nausea for so long of my life that food poisoning, I've had it a few times where I'm just like, cool, I'm just really uncomfortable all day today. So, it honestly could be food poisoning. I feel like a trash can today. I am doing my best to power through it because we gotta hit our Partner Plus, chat. We gotta hit that Partner Plus. We gotta get those 100 sub points every single month. We're currently at 86 sub points. Thanks to non-champions tier 2 today. Oh, I thought the most action would happen in the bottom lane. Apparently Samura was able to eke out a kill in top lane up against a Raynor, and I don't know how that was managed, but GG, good job. Fingers crossed up. Yeah, me too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather have like a 24, 48 hour bug and just feel poopy than having a 2-week cold, because you know what they say? The average cold is 2 weeks with medication, 14 days without. The average common cold. Phase shift from Brightwing coming in. This is a very low Artanis is doing his best to just slice and dice through all of this. We still have that gamble going on the Vala Q build. And Sarah Lynn is still alive. Tychus goes down. What? Alright. That is really surprising. It's up, car wreck. 24-hour bug over 2. Yeah, seriously. I'll take 24 hours of nausea and misery eating toast and drinking soup over congestion. Hecka sore throat. I can't. Oh my god. Sore throat is like, that's the absolute misery for me. I can deal with stuffy nose. I can deal with fever and aches and like mentally, like that mental fog. Sore throat, that's the nail in the coffin when it comes to colds for me. That's the one where I'm just miserable. Hope you're doing well, Car Wreck. Lionheart, good to see you as well. Thank you everyone for being here. As we get into our Immortal phase here, we do have a couple questing towns to note. We still have that gamble going on the Vala Q build. She's currently at 3 stacks on Puncturing Arrow. And the gamble is, will she have 50 or more, 49 or less? We've got a Hunter-Gatherer level 4 for our Rexar, picking up those 25 regeneration globes. Johanna, of course, is going to pick up Subdue. Very common level 4 talent. And Tychus is holding. Are we going to get in the rhythm? Bigger they are. Oh, it's going to be Master Assassin. Okay. Master Assassin will be picked up at level 4 here. And Cyrus, thank you for using your Prime Gaming. Thank you for the 13 months. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you for the continued support, my friend. A lot of places you can use your Prime, and appreciate you choosing here. A lot of damage onto Mei. She gets a short distance icing out, but it's not going to get her out of the fight completely. Aura Luna was attempting to help, unable to save the Mei. Meanwhile, Shan on the Samuro is going to jump in here. Raynor on the right. Vate's working on the objective. Samuro mounting up, working his way down towards bottom. Artanis getting low. The People's Champion, according to Crushinator, is trying their best to back away and will be able to do so. Tyrande, Sentinel thrown out once again. She went into True Shot Aura level 1 and has the Everlasting Light level 4. Lunar Flare connecting. A very low Artanis once again gets the swap onto Misha, going in with some auto attacks. Raynor goes down to the Samuro on the right-hand side. Apologize for missing that. Once again, Samuro is finding a kill onto Raynor, and we're missing it, so sorry. But the objective phase, 999 HP left on the Immortal, and this will be our Blue Immortal Larian going out to the top lane for Swim. By the people, Crush means 2 people. Yeah, kinda. I like Artanis. I think he's a fun hero. He's got more playability than like an Asmodan in competitive. I mean, Asmodan's great, but it's just, you know, there's better heroes. Would you like an Asmodan or would you like a Gul'dan? I mean, I love Asmodan, but Gul'dan in competitive is going to be way more useful for your team. Asmo, 100%. Thank you, Lard. Lard's one of the people, you know? One of the 2 people that I like Asmodan. 5-2 in kills as we get into our level 10 soon. Let's cycle through the other numbers. Potential invade onto the camp. Now I got my like one eye on Samuro on the minimap just to see what kind of pressure he's applying to the enemy. Phase shift into Johanna will buff up her health bar here. Raynor continuing to try and pepper on the enemy team as Yes Sir rotates in. A little grenade goes out from Tychus, but that's it. How about just Dan? Don't underestimate me. I'm assuming you're talking about Dan from Street Fighter Blast. As an you're one of your highest win rate heroes, that might be similar for me. I actually don't know who's my highest. I'd have to look. I just keep hydrating, chat. I'm just like, we are gonna flush my body out today. We'll flush all the sickness out of my body today, so that way we can get down with the sickness tomorrow when we play a bunch of Elden Ring. Oh, I have been looking forward to Friday all week. I'm so excited to play Elden Ring on Friday. Also, we have some bingo going on later today. I think Samuro has a kill into Orc Beans unless the Brightwing comes through quick enough. No! She's not able to do so. The camp will not be stolen. Picked up by the side of Swim, and another Immortal phase will be spawning here in just a moment. You talk about Ghoul Dan and Asthma Dan, but everyone leaves Dan out. Well, yeah, because everyone underestimates him. My buddy has a little soundboard for when we play the Street Fighter board game. He's got all like the little sayings from all the characters. So when he beats me, he uses the he always beats me with Dan. And Dan has like really stupid audio lines. One of them specifically is, "Don't underestimate me." Which usually it ends with, "Chris, you underestimated Dan again." Lunar Flare from Tyrande going out. We got an Iron Skin activated by the Jahan and Avalanche going wide of the enemy team. Johanna will fall to the Vala. 11 stacks for her. Picked up her 12th off of Vates right there. Yes, sir. With not a whole lot of mana. Gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Meanwhile, Samuro once again finds a kill into Raynor as this Samuro is just doing Samuro things. Oh, that would be really cool, Lionheart. Like if you just type in the word Dan and Ghoul Dan and Asthma Dan show up. Yeah, that'd be funny. Maybe that'll be one of the things they add into the game, because you know, what did we have added into the game? There's like if you type in potion, Deckard Cain pops up. That was something that was added in like a month or so ago. Raynor Hyperion to zone back the enemy team. Sustained damage from Raynor right now with those autos coming through. Draken Laser Drill, it's a little far away. It doesn't get that much value since the Immortal was at range for a bit there, and it was just sitting there. How long does it sit for? 22 seconds, wow. Thought it was somewhere in like the teens. Oh, the Phase Prism doesn't connect. Hungering Arrow bopping around. Meanwhile, Samuro is going to surprise the enemy team. Icing from Mei as well as the Blizzard. Samuro Blade Storm. Raynor takes down the Mei. The Avalanche will go out, and that creates enough space for Samuro to back up, but I don't really think he needed that space. He already had the Windwalk and such activated. Yes, yeah, the hat thing for White Mane, yeah. Really, they should have made her searchable by Giggle. You just type in the word Giggle and she shows up. Because, you know, she's got Giggle Beam. King has some weird results. What is it, like Varian and Arthas show up and stuff? Laugh should bring up some good heroes. Oh, that's not bad. I like that. It didn't find Greymane, but it found Jaina or something. I can look it up after this game. Either way, 13 to 12 currently in our levels. It's 9 to 3 in kills, favoring the side of Swim on both of those two stats. Actually, I lied. I got 62 win rate on Asma instead of quite a bit. Oh my god, Lard, you lied? How could you do this to us? Lard! Oh no. That's it. That's it. We're gonna have to ban you from the stream. Twitch chat's never allowed to be incorrect. Please remove my VIP. I am just a P at best. Alrighty, well, they'll get 13 talents here off of bottom lane wave. Tychus is working on the objective with the help of Draken Laser Drill, but he is gonna get... Actually, he does get a decent amount. Boars are unleashed onto Samuro in the bottom lane. Suppression Pulse from Artanis buys a small window. He's gonna use the mirror image over the wall, I assume. No, he is Sakuchi level 13. That gets him the short distance teleport. How is he gonna get out of this hairy situation? He's got Blade Storm. He is healing up with that level 1 Windwalk. Gets into the bush. Gets the mount. Once again, Sakuchi away. And the Great Escape is completed, as well as the objective phase going over the side of Swim. Alright. Alarian goes to bottom lane wave. A VID, a very important Dan. Okay, so, with our very important Dan established, we've got a Starfall from Tyrande, Immortal taking down this fort right now, dealing excessive damage. I'd say it's probably in the 1500s area. It is, just about. We are looking at 1,436 damage from our Immortal as Johanna's able to... Okay, I thought... She got, like, pushed back by something. Oh, it was a swap from the Artanis, that's what it was. I was like, how did she get that weird movement? Anyways... Follow with the strafe activated. Hooks onto the enemy. Artanis is able to take down Misha. Big blizzard from the Mei. A lunar flare as well. A very low Johanna's unable to anchor enough, and the keep front gate will go down. Artanis is going to blade dash in. He won't take down anyone else, or at least swap. No minion wave, or not much left, as the keep will take, I don't know, let's say 10% damage. Samuro in top lane was doing Samuro things, as this keep in top is at about 1%. 253 HP. Alex Strauzer comes up for king and queen. Well, she could be my king or my queen. I don't care. Lady turns into a giant dragon and spawns regeneration globes. That's pretty, GG's. What else do you need in life? As we were beginning to get off topic immediately, who would be the best or worst person to go on a date with it from Here's the Storm? I feel like Nazebo would be up there. Stitches would be up there. Though Nazebo would be, I don't know if Nazebo could be fun, but also it also could be really weird. ETC, Valera worse, just Gall. What do? You just put a blanket on the other side of Cho? You just cover Cho with a blanket? The worst would be the Lost Vikings. I don't think they would show up for the date. I think the Lost Vikings would stand up most of their dates because they'd be lost. Alright, it's the Great Escape #2. Oh, it wasn't as intense as the other one, but nicely done. Samuro once again getting out. Takes down the top lane keep. Got a bit of pressure on the bottom, and 50% of the Immortal goes over the side of Yavapai. Maybe Abathur, just get told how inadequate you are the whole time. But here's the thing with Abathur. He would try and improve you, though. Abathur is the quintessential, I can fix them. That is Abathur in a nutshell. I can fix them. Starfall from Tyrande as the Hyperion will cross over. We've got a Misha first to go down. Suppression Pulse activated by the Artanis. As yes, sir, on this Tychus is looking to back away. A Draken Laser Drill gets some damage onto Mei, but she moves out of range. And Rexar delivers one final axe to the back of her. Meanwhile, Samuro is chasing down Brightwing over here. The Bladestorm will confirm the kill. Vikings date Chen for the... Okay. Vikings would date Chen for the boost. Sorry, that guy read that weird. How you doing today, bud? Oh, Samuro's just ending. Samuro doing Samuro things. Yeah, so they get 10% more. The catapults are fixated onto the core. And those are chunking as they're trying to take down, Tychus is trying to take down, dash in, Samuro swaps, he's back at the core, but he's dead. They killed the right Samuro, but they get a whole heck load of damage onto the core, which is still, yeah, Beletham, or Larian in bottom lane. Rexar would be nice, you could pet Misha. Yeah, but Rexar would be pulling birds out of his pocket. That's the weird part. Rexar would be pulling birds out of his pocket. Leoric would be a pretty bad date because, like, what would you guys do together? Oh, it didn't take down the keep. I honestly thought it would have. Well, 20s are here on the left-hand side for Swim. What do they want to do with this? Looks like they just pushed up a wave in top, and then we'll back off. He'd play dead when the check arrived. Oh, that's good, Turbo. I like that. I mean, because, like, the easy ones are, like, Tyrande would be a great date. Alex Strauss would probably be a great date. Whitemane would be a great date. Though, granted, I think if you were on a date with Whitemane, it'd be, you might be, like, the chair for her, or her stool, if you know what I mean. I will say this, Varian wouldn't be a bad date, because you'd probably get, like a royal feast. Sonya would break you? Yeah, that's okay, though. I'd take that spine injury. Medivh would turn into a bird and fly off. No, I feel like Medivh would be the kind of guy who would pay for everybody's bill in the restaurant. That's the kind of a guy Medivh feels like to me. He feels like the kind of guy that's got way too much money and likes to spend it. Right wing is trying to avoid dying, but yeah, that's just not going to work out. We've got a camp pushing in through bottom lane. Swap onto Misha. Suppression pulse from the Artanis as well. Still have that decent wave in bottom, but the fight in top lane does continue with the 20 talents here advantage. What did Samura go at 20? He went into the Windstrider. Bladestorm takes down the Tychus. Alright, well, with that, I would assume it's the end of the game here, because this is, yeah, Samura and friends are going to start working through the core. Rexar, Johanna, no Misha available to help out, and that's the real issue. There's no Misha available for the next 5 seconds. So this was going to be the core shield dropping. Camp in bottom takes down the keep, and this will be game number 2, going over the side of Swim. GG, well played. Their Samuro did Samuro things. Oh, me too, Blast. Me too, Blast. That's why I was, like, giggling about it. No message. Cyrus, thank you for the Prime for 13 months. What's up, Kel? Good morning, bud. You wouldn't be able to stop laughing on the date with Whitemane because Sally is such a daft name for a zealot. I thought you were gonna make a joke about how Whitemane laughs at things, and I was like, oh yeah, here we go. And then you just call her daft. Well, you know what? You don't have to go on a date with Sally Whitemane, okay? I'll go on a date with Sally Whitemane. You can go on your date with Mephisto or whatever you want. Lionheart. Alright, this would give you the cold shoulder. Alright, that's fair. You can say the same about Jaina, too. Or May. Brightwing would be fun. I would prefer not to be turned into a crab midway through the date. How many Q-Step